everyone, and welcome to our session on possibility thinking and problem solving. For our meeting, you'll need to have a piece of paper and a pen. I'd like you to come on this learning journey and think about the role that creativity plays as early years educators when we're supporting children to problem solve for themselves. I'd like you to write the word creativity in large letters on a sheet of paper. CREATIVITY. From the first letter C, I would like you to draw a line from that. And when I think about this C, I think about the child. And as early years educators, we always see the child first. But we have to remember our image of the child and how important that is, that we see the child as being a capable and confident learner, that we consider the child's emergent interests, we consider the child's needs, and that we set learning goals for children. Our next letter, OR. When I think about this, I think about the resources that we use as early years educators, the natural materials from the real world around us, and the open-ended opportunities that we provide. We really need shelves on our ceilings for all of the resources that we need. And it's really important as well to consider in practice that these resources are accessible and readily available to the children. When I think about E, I think about the energy levels. And the thing about the energy levels in creation is that they can often be quite high. And sometimes, as we know, during high creativity levels, it can get very messy, and it can also involve children taking risks. So as early years educators, we need to be able to support children. And we also need to have fun ourselves. Remember, creation can take a squiggly spiral, and that making mistakes is how we all learn best. We need to empower children to have a love of learning, and as early years educators, facilitate children to be free to express themselves through art, dance, music, acting, singing, and messy play. Now we come to our letter A. When I think of A, I think of the Asher curriculum, how it supports the children's communication, identity and belonging, exploration and thinking, and well-being. I recognise the Asher curriculum as being flexible, and as an early years educator, my curriculum is adaptable. And really, we support all of these things because we know the children in our care are our future leaders, and that we need to prepare them for the challenges that are ahead. When I look at the letter T, I think of teamwork. When I think of teamwork, I think of teamwork between early years educators in practice in their settings, teamwork between children, and the teamwork between children and early years educators and other professional bodies and in the wider community. And also the teamwork with family units, because we know that children do not learn in isolation. When I think about the letter I think about the children's magnificent imaginations, and I also think about all of the innovation in our sector. I remember myself that it's okay to have fun as an early years educator, and that childhood is a time of joy, and that all of the innovative practice that involves us to step outside of our comfort zones really supports the children in our care. When I think about the letter V, I think about values. I think about my own personal biases and my attitudes as well. I think about my own moral compass and the values that I really uphold. I think about the learning journey that the children are on and not the end product. When I think about the letter I think of myself. I know that I am just one early years educator, but I also realise that as early years educators, we have the power and potential to make such a difference to each child's life. I often think of Rita Pearson and her TED Talk as she says, every child needs a champion. And I never underestimate the power or the value that one person can make. When I think of the letter T, I think about the time. The way that we take time and we give children space in practice. And that we also give time to our continuous professional development and all of the additional courses that we bring into our practice, such as love and Hanan training and many more. And the last letter in our acronym creativity is the letter Y. And I use this Y as a yes, because really our positive disposition really supports children to learn, because children speak in 1,000 different languages, and we know this from Reggio. And we will support them to be innovative, creative leaders, because we are unsure what the jobs of the future will hold. We value failure as part of the learning journey, because we know that it is just a catalyst for learning. So, I hope at the end of this exercise, you have the word creativity spelt on your page, and that you have lots of brainstorming ideas around this concept of possibility thinking and problem solving for early years children. So good luck with all your brainstorming, and I'm looking forward to you sharing your thoughts.